Helping people live lives better every single day. We are campinggeartv.com. I'm your host, Ben.
I'm Josh.
With us, as always, is Gary.
Yeah.
And like we've always said, the latest and greatest in outdoor gear. And I kind of always think that some of the staples, tents, backpacks, hiking boots.
Yeah.
Or hiking shoes.
Yeah.
And we're looking at one of those today.
Yeah, we've looked at a lot of hiking boots in the past, and a few months ago we were looking at our calendar come up and we decided let's try and take a look at some more shoes. So you're going to see some more hiking shoe episodes coming up because we know a lot of people hike and backpack in shoes and don't wear boots. And so we said, you know what, let's look at some good shoes out there. And the Vasque Juxt, Juxt, this is the men's Juxt hiking shoe, is not only good for hiking, but it's just good for kind of all-around stuff, right? Very attractive, good-looking shoe.
This is an awesome looking
I've
shoe.
been wearing it to the gym, going around town, going to bars, passing out in alleys, also hiking and backpacking, okay? Use it for a good amount of that, and I've found it to work very well. I did some, minor rock climbing type stuff with it, just kind of like scaling up rocks and stuff and huge boulders. I don't know if you call that bouldering. Maybe you do. I don't know.
Is that where you?
Maybe I should add that to my list of experience.
When you go to the bouldering alley and you
boulder? Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yeah. So I found that in those situations that the traction, the grip on these was suitable, up to the task. Liked it. I find the shoes to fit my feet well. They've got a rather high arch in them. I have a high arch. So if you're somebody with a little bit of a higher arch, this is probably a good shoe for you. If you're somebody with flat duck feet, probably not the shoe for you, right? Because this thing features their Arc Tempo Last. And we've talked about this before. We've looked at a lot of Vasque shoes in the past. Ben and I really loved the Vasque brand.
Yeah.
We really like their boots, the Taku GTX, the Wasatch, very nice boots.
Yep.
Yeah, Ben's been sporting them for years and years
One
and
of my
years.
favorite boot companies.
Yeah, and their Arc Tempo Last is a last that they've used in a lot of their shoes and boots, which promotes quickness and agility over technical ground, which is great for this shoe because I think the right classification for this is kind of like a light hiker, right?
I agree.
For quick hikes on somewhat technical trails, which is exactly what I used it for, and found it to work perfectly for my uses.
What I like when it's in warmer weather, warmer climates, I don't want a huge boot that's going halfway up my leg. I want something that's more of a lower profile.
Yeah.
And, because, and again, too, it also depends, you say light hiker, you're also thinking about the amount of weight that you're carrying.
Yep.
If you're not carrying, everything, including the kitchen sink, there's no need to have some massive boot that you can use to knock over a wall with.
Right.
You want something that you could almost, you could almost take these out and go jogging in them at the same time.
Yep, no doubt about that.
You go play football in the park with them or something.
I know that's right, good buddy.
Yeah.
I know that's right. So a couple other things about the Last. The Arc Tempo Last, again, really made for an athletic fit for shorter distance, lightweight, technical trails, that kind of stuff. Asymmetrical curve, which, like I said, great for high arches, okay? And as we've talked about in previous episodes, places your foot in a more powerful position during toe off.
Are you seeing what I'm doing?
You're talking about more aggressive hiking on technical trails. That's really a good feature to have. Tapered toe box gives you a lot of room, which is absolutely true. My feet never feel like they're all cramped up in there.
Do you see what I'm doing over here?
Yeah, spinning it around.
Yeah, but do you see it's it's getting every angle of the shoe so that everybody, I'm just saying, I'm doing my part over here.
Really, really good, man.
Yep.
Really, really good.
Yep.
So it's, like I said, got good traction on the bottom. It features the off-the-grid outsole, right? A special Vasque outsole. And, durable, grippy, sticky. That's what they say. Good stuff. TPU plate in the midfoot protects from protrusions, uneven terrain, without adding unnecessary weight. And with some of the terrain I was hiking on, I was dealing with rock protrusions on the trail, right? And there was very little even ground to walk on. It was constantly on rocks. And you know that feeling when you're walking on rocks and you're always looking for a flat rock to step on? And then sometimes just because you're moving fast down the trail, you end up having to step on one that's just jutting out of the ground like a freaking knife. And it's true that the construction of this shoe kind of softens the blow of those protruding
It
rocks.
seems like the sole, the whole shoe is like squishy in the sense that it's like some rubber padding that when it hits it,
it's nice.
You know, instead of it being solid, it's just like jarring the pressure up through your legs.
Yeah, so it's got really good flexibility, as you can see, which will go a long way towards, you know, fast technical trails, right? And some other stuff about it. It's got a suede and polyurethane coated leather upper, right? Very nice, attractive, very nice looking shoes.
Is it waterproof? Did you say that?
No, it's not.
It's not?
It's not, no. So there's no Gore-Tex or any of that. Oh, you know what? It says waterproof on the thing here.
Yeah, I saw that. And
I don't know why I don't have it in my notes though. Because they had another, there was a Juxt something or another that was discontinued at some point that was with Gore-Tex, but obviously this says waterproof, so I guess it is. I didn't really test it for that purpose though. Interesting thing about that though is that I never found my feet to be, you know, getting sweaty. I found these to be fairly breathable while I was using them, and I was working up a good sweat. You know, a lot of times with waterproof boots, sometimes people say that, you know, they find them to be not the most breathable for obvious reasons, and I didn't have that problem with these. They worked very well. So it's got a molded rubber toe cap here, right? So it's going to last a longer time as it's banging up against stuff. You know, the shoe's not going to fall apart at the toe cap. Dual density EVA footbed, molded EVA midsole with TPU plate. Wow, there you go. So lots of good stuff here. If you're looking for a nice light hiker that maybe you want to bum around town into and very attractive looking, I would think this is one to look into, right? So go to your local store, try it on, see if it makes sense for you. This costs $90.
I'm drawn to the attractiveness of this shoe.
I like it too.
It looks like a cross trainer sneaker almost.
Yeah.
And the color, it's like, you know, this set of grays with these green highlights.
Yeah.
It's just really nice looking shoe.
Yeah.
Looks like something that when I see it on the stand, I have to have it.
No, it's a very nice shoe for sure. Go to Vasque.com to check out more about it. Can't go wrong.
Yeah, any of their shoes really great. You're not going to go wrong. I've actually, if I can be so honest as to say, I've recommended Vasque recently to 2 people who have purchased them on 2 trips. And I was told after the trip, I'm so glad I listened to you about the Vasque boot. That was exactly perfect for me.
Oh, wow.
And so that's makes me feel good knowing that I'm doing my job.
You are doing your job. Spreading the love, teaching other people how to live a better life.
What can you do? He's Josh, he's Gary, I'm Ben. This is CampingGearTV.com.